Why did you enroll here, Kokoro?
My reasons are simple. The library is big, it's close to my house, and my tuition is covered via scholarship. That is all.
So it has nothing to do with your plans for college. That's not too surprising coming from you. Do you know what you want to do after you graduate?
I haven't decided, other than the sabbatical I'll be taking.
What? You don't have any dreams for the future?
On the contrary, I do.
Ooh, what kind? Do you want to be a scholar or something?
No, my dream is even more grand than that.
What is it?
I envision a future where I do not work, one where I simply laze about and read all day. What is it?
Nothing. I just see why you're the pact bearer of sloth now.
I sense a negative connotation in your words.
You're just imagining it.
Using my authority has me quite exhausted. It is rather draining, to be frank. I would like some time to recharge. Incidentally, I have been helping the president out with her work, mountains of it. The labor regulations here are dubious. Unfortunately, that means I will not be available to help you explore the other buildings for a while. Try not to be too reckless. With your power, I'm sure you will manage to return safe and secure. I'll be waiting.
You really don't know when to give up.
I don't have anything left to give up.
Missed.
No
Moron.
way! No way! It's Shinya, right? Just who are you?
As if I'd tell a pact bearer like you.
How are you doing this? You're just a normal human. Hey, so, you wanna let me go? I'll do anything you want. Anything.
Anything? Okay then. What if I told you to kill someone? Would you do it?
Huh? That's all?
Wow, no hesitation. That's messed up. You pact bearers really are full of yourselves. You make me sick. All of you.
What? Wait, was that just a test? I hate it when people lead me on like that.
A student?
Destiny strikes.
Damn!
See ya, Shinya. I'll make sure to give you all the love you deserve next time around.
I finally cornered her, but she still managed to get away. What a joke. Anyway, are you okay? Hmm? You wouldn't happen to be the vice president of the True Student Council. Your response just told me. But as far as why I know... Sora will end up telling you anyway, so there's no point in hiding it. I'm Shinya Yuda. Sora told me I'm supposed to assist you. I'm not a pact bearer, but I do know about demons and the other world. I can help if you're planning on shattering the ideals that belong to the pact bearer here. All right then, let's team up.
Act 1. Shinya Yuda. Irreversible fidelity.
We'll have to search inside the mist for the calls that'll take us to the ideals. The mist is all over the club building, so I'll show you around. And just to get this out of the way, I hate pact bearers. I can take care of the anomalies on my own. Don't think I'm going to let a pact bearer like you show me up. We can get to Block B from the second floor of the building. There's mist all over there. I managed to injure the pact bearer, so she shouldn't be around for a while. I'll cover you as long as you're with me.
Huh? Hey, you. Quit staring at me like that. You're making me blush. You know what my friend told me? When you lock eyes with somebody, whoever looks away first is the dominant one. But you don't give off that vibe. Maybe I was the one who made you blush, Adorable. Hey, that badge. You're a second year, but I don't think I've ever seen you around. Did you just transfer? Oh, nice. I'm a second year too. Charmed. I figured I'd have met you by now. I'd never forget someone as unique as you. You are my type, after all. Just kidding.
Should you really be doing that, Sumire? What would your boyfriend say?
I'm just joking around. Nothing wrong with a little friendly physical contact. Who is this guy, Shinya? How did you meet him?
He's the vice president of the True Student Council.
The True Student Council?
They were approved by the dean after the anomaly started. The regular student council is falling apart right now. The TSC looks out for the students and investigates things like the mist and the barrier. I'm assisting him. Sora, Dean Jingu asked me to lend a hand.
You don't say.
Oh, right. I found Akane not too long ago. But she managed to get away from me.
Huh. She got away? What happened?
It was like you and Haruka said. She's the one behind the arson stuff. I cornered her with some evidence, but she slipped away. I'm sorry. You two are gonna have to be careful.
I see. Akane. I figured as much. She can barely tell her fantasies from reality. It's not impossible that she might mess things up. We may be twins, but I never quite know what she's thinking. I know her first boyfriend dumped her and all, but this is taking things too far. I just can't figure her out. I'm going to go warn Haruka while I can. Thanks.
Yes. The one we were just talking to was Sumire Tono. The pact bearer from earlier is her twin sister, Akane. Someone's been burning members of the baseball club alive, so I tried looking into it. Sumire and the captain told me they suspected Akane, so I started my investigation with her. Apparently, Akane and the captain used to date, but she's been stalking him since they broke up. Why anyone would resort to murder over a relationship is beyond me. But nobody in their right mind would become a pact bearer anyway. So maybe I don't need to understand. Right, Vice President?
You the vice president of the True Student Council? You and Shinya are investigating, right? Sumire told me all about it. I'm Haruka Shimizu, captain of the baseball club. You might have already heard, but Akane's definitely the one behind this. She keeps trying to get back with me. Like every time I block her on social media, she just makes a new account to follow me. She'll show up at the station by my house, even though I told her I don't want to see her anymore. She's even hooked up with my friends. Also, she could use them to get to me. Kensuke, Hayata, Yuki, Ryoto, Tetsuta, Takuya. I'm pretty sure all of them were involved with Akane, and they all ended up dead. She's the only one I can think of who would do that to them.
Don't worry. We're positive it's her. We'll stop her. You can be sure of that.
Thanks. I owe you guys.
That barrier may be a nuisance, but the mist driving people insane is what's really terrifying. Still, it wouldn't even exist if it weren't for you Pact Bearers. You know who I hate? Selfish people who don't care about how much trouble they cause others. Sora said that you need to have a strong wish and a powerful ego to be a Pact Bearer. That's what makes them so self-centered. I bet you're like that too, aren't you? I want to bring peace to the Academy and make Sora's vision of a safe world come true. She trusted me to do this. I have to live up to her expectations. So, I'm not going to hold back, especially against a Pact Bearer. And I'm not just talking about Akane. I mean you, too. You Pact Bearers are the cause of all this. I'll prove to everyone that I don't need help from any of you.
It seems this place, too, is linked to the depths. This number connects to the singularity. Where's my thanks for all my charity?
Let's go, Shinya.
I can't let them down.
Here I go. Ha! I won't be defeated.
Just give up. Face judgment.
Deplorable. A simple task. Taste humiliation. Yeah. Vengeance. Deplorable. I need it.
Counterattack!
Unforgivable.
Biding my time.
Oust them! No mercy.
Just give up.
Deplorable. Taste humiliation. Ha! Too slow. I won't yield.
Unforgivable.
Biding my time.
Advance! How was that, Shinya?
We both have a long way to go.
The sports clubs are on the lower floors, if that's what you're looking for. I don't recognize you. Are you here to check?
Never thought I'd get stranded in the club building.
Who are you? Actually, that doesn't.
Help how?
My girlfriend got all scared and locked herself in that room. Can you help me think of a way to get the door open? Me? A stalker? What the hell's your problem? Who just goes up and asks people that? What do you know about my relationship anyway? I get it. You're just jealous. I don't know whether you've got a crush on my Mirai or if you just want a girl. But it doesn't matter. If you're gonna get in the way of our love, then I'll just have to get rid of you!
Don't worry, he's only unconscious. He's just a normal student, so I held back. Maybe we should lock him in a bathroom stall. Judging by the evidence on that computer, it looks like his actions preceded his days as an unsettled. He deserves a little punishment.
Never thought I'd get stranded in the club building.
Skipping out, huh?
Never thought I'd get stranded in the...
I'm a fan of Kaio. I'm a fan of Kaio from the Kendo Club. Do you know her?
Where's the hiking club room?
I'm so sick of this. I'm so sick of this. Huh? Who's there? What do you want? Really? I'll curse you until the day I die if you're lying. He really is gone. Thank God.
Never thought I'd get stranded in...
So this is an ideal. A chunk of one's ego, the cause of the mist, the source of the Pact Bearer's powers. Looks pretty impressive for something so vile, even if it is probably all for show. Do yours look like this too, Vice President? I guess you wouldn't, considering it's the demons who make them. Still, your ideal should be somewhere in the other world too. Wouldn't that mean they're also spreading the mist around the academy? Don't think you're a good guy just because you're fighting the other Pact Bearers for Sora. Pact Bearers cause distortions in the world. People suffer because of them. And you're no exception. Eventually, we'll have to shatter your ideals too. Anything that makes good people suffer can't go unpunished. They shouldn't exist in the first place. I won't hesitate to end you if you get in my way. I've got business to take care of. Naturally, I've been training to use my Imagigear. This is my first time actually trying it out in the other world, though. Sora and Yuko are good teachers, that's all. Let's head out. I'm not going to let you outdo me.
Let's go, Shinya.
I can't let them down.
Get ready. Away with you! I won't be defeated.
Just give up. Broken commandment.
Deplorable. Vanquish them!
Taste humiliation. Spineless.
Greed is good.
Screw you!
So annoying.
Deplorable.
Oust them!
Just give up. Broken commandment.
Deplorable.
Taste humiliation.
Greed is good. So annoying.
Deplorable.
I see right through you.
Advance! Take this!
Just give up. Broken commandment.
Deplorable.
Taste humiliation. Spineless.
How was that, Shinya?
We both have a long way to go.
I can't take this. I don't want to leave you. I don't want us to be apart. I devoted myself to you. I believed it was destiny. Sadness fills me. I don't want you to hate me. I want to be with you forever. I'm still devoted to you. I can't change how I feel. I am alone. I am alone. Used by an uncaring fate. Bound by unnatural feelings. For you, desire burns in my heart. Without you, my heart feels frozen. It makes my body tremble. I was torn from your arms. I want them all to pay. I want to atone for it all. What hope there was has been sullied and lost. But I will bring it back to you.
What are these feelings? These words flowing into me? Those thoughts were of loving another. They were obsessive and hateful, burning yet freezing at the same time. Someone really couldn't take a hint. It doesn't make any sense.
Welcome back, Vice President.
Hi. Nice to meet you.
Hello. It's nice to meet you, too. Who is this, Vice President? He must be a middle schooler, judging by the color of his uniform.
Oh, Shinya!
Chio? What are you doing here instead of at the middle school?
I was at the high school buildings for club stuff when I got caught up in all of... well, this. And that's my brother next to you. He's why I'm here.
Huh? Vice President, you're related to Chio?
So, Shinya, I'm guessing you already knew about the demons in the other world, huh?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Well, Shinya is Miss Sora and Mr. Yugo's son. You didn't already know? Weren't you the one who brought him here?
It's not all that surprising. I didn't tell him, and my last name is different. And before you ask, I'm adopted. Legally, my last name is Jingu, but I don't feel like I have the right to call myself one just yet.
My brother and I have different last names, too. Our families have that in common. It's due to divorce in our case, but still.
I understand why you know about the other world, Shinya. But if you're with the Vice President, does that mean...
I'm just helping the Vice President out. That includes fighting in the other world.
Vice President? You really are a piece of work. You're ruthless. An ogre. A monster. You do realize Shinya's still in middle school, right? You can't expose him to that kind of danger.
But...
And you. Don't be so reckless, Shinya. What would Miss Sora think if you got injured?
Don't worry, Nozomi. Shinya has good reflexes. I hear he does martial arts, too. He might even be stronger than my brother.
That's right, Nozomi. You needn't fret so. Big things come in small packages, you know.
What is that voice?
Powerful principles and values with Vim. The other world shouldn't be too much for him. His ego is sharp as glass, yet thin as ice. Will it cut him a path or snap in a trice? All the more entertaining for...
Sorry about that. I didn't mean to take a swing at you. You caught me by surprise. Wait, is this a stuffed animal?
I'll spare you. At least an apology was exchanged. I can think of some others who are far more deranged.
That's Vanitas. He's the demon who made a pact with my brother.
Seriously? This thing is a monarch? A grantor of authorities? A supernatural entity distorting our world?
Okay, stop petting me, or at least say something! You're giving me the creeps!
Oh, sorry. You're just so fluffy.
See? Shinya gets why Mr. Bunny's so special. I knew he would.
Don't come any closer! Stay in your space! I don't think I like that look on your face!
Anyway, Sora asked me to do this, so I'm going to be helping all of you out. I'll try to pull my weight as best I can.
Question time! What's everyone's blood type?
I'm type O.
Ooh! That makes us the same type!
I'm type A.
Type B.
Oof.
What? You got a problem with type Bs?
Of course not. I just feel bad for all the type Bs who have to share a blood type with a maggot.
Better a maggot than a shit-eating little roach.
Excuse me?
Calm down, you two! What type are you, Kokoro?
I do not know. I have never been officially classified. But I am fairly nocturnal, so perhaps that makes me a dark type.
Are you half asleep?
50% of the time, yes.
Kokoro Sarugadai. To think you'd become a pact bearer.
And you are?
Shinya Yuda. Sora... Dean Jingu and Yugo's adopted son. My last name may be different, but I'm part of the Jingu family.
I see. It's nice to meet you, Shinya.
Oh, same here. It's a pleasure to meet you. Wait, what am I saying? I'm a Jingu. I need to defeat the pact bearer so we can keep the distortions under control. That means I can't go easy on you, even if everyone calls you a genius. I can't overlook any pact bearer.
Huh.
When the time comes, I'll shatter your ideals. The safety of the Academy depends on it.
Understood. I invite you to do so.
And no matter how hard you try to stop... Hold on. What? Just like that? You really don't care?
My wish is for safety and security. But an authority is neither safe nor secure. I am willing to shatter my ideals to void my pact.
That's... How to put this? I didn't expect you to be so... willing.
Do as you see fit.
Sure.
Incidentally, Shinya, were you to have an elemental affinity, it would be cute. I would even hazard to call you cat-coated. However, it's not that I think it looks bad on you, but why do you wear a collar? Did the vice president put it on you?
Huh?
Now wait just a moment! Vice President, we're going to need to hold a hearing about this.
If you are not interested in making someone else wear a collar, does that mean you would prefer to wear the collar yourself?
Either way, it's against regulations. We have a dress code to uphold.
Wait, you're into that kind of stuff?
Huh. Never would have guessed.
Wait. Shinya's wearing a choker, not a collar.
A choker?
It's a kind of necklace.
That's too bad. The mental image it conjured was intriguing.
Human desires become the most clear when dealing with somebody whom they hold dear. Today I'll reveal the desires at your roots by questioning you on romantic pursuits. Question 1. Say you are smitten with someone you know. How would you go about telling them so? Question 2. They say that for now, dating's out of the question. How do you handle your rejected confession? Question 3. You eventually find a prospective soulmate. Where should they sit during your dinner date? Question 4. Your partner has finished their meal before you, but you are still hungry. Now what do you do? Question 5. You and your partner's beliefs don't align. Are you upset? Or is everything fine? Question 6. What would you do if you heard a rumor stating that your partner's parents were against you dating? Question 7. While out at a theme park on a fun little jaunt, your partner points out the ride that they want. It drops down 100 meters or so, but heights petrify you. Do you still go? Question 8. When you return from finding a bench for the show, your partner is chatting up someone you don't know. Whoever they are, they look much better than you. What do you think is going on between these two? Question 9. Your hunch is correct. Their reunion is sweet. How would you feel if they made plans to meet? Question 10. The clock strikes 9. The moon is bright. You take your partner home for the night. They linger and stare in expectation. What would you do in this situation? Question 11. You and your partner are in a rough patch. Each argument ends with a shouting match. The stress has been making it hard to sleep. What do you do now that you're in this deep? Question 12. Your partner eventually spurns all your texts. What do you think caused these adverse effects? Question 13. When you visit your partner, their parents rule that their child must study and find a good school. What would you do if they told you straight that it'd be for the best if you two separate? Question 14. Your partner insists that your love's no mistake, but still wants to split for their parents' sake. You hear your partner in tears through the phone. How do you handle this plight you've been thrown? These questions were meant to be geared toward lust. Could it be carnal pleasures fill you with disgust? Perhaps your desire for sloth went too far. No judgment, of course. You are who you are. But indulge your desires and life gets more fun. Be true to your ego, as you've already done.
So you're the infamous Ryotaro Date.
Infamous?
Even us middle schoolers know about how much of a completely hopeless problem child you are. I always figured that if the rumors were true, that made you vermin infesting our academy. But now that I know you're the pact bearer of gluttony, well, it's even worse than I thought. Hostile takeover is more of a plague than a power. It even sounds like an invasive species. You're no better than a maggot.
Pretty sharp tongue you got there. You're Shinya Yuta, right? The Dean and Mr. Yugo's kid?
Adopted kid would be more accurate.
Adopted or not, you're still their kid, right?
I guess. But that doesn't mean I'm going to just go around parading the fact. I don't have the guts to do something like that to them.
Who's the problem child now?
What?
If I'm a plague of maggots, doesn't that make you a little roach? All you do is talk crap on yourself while you roll around in the gutters.
Are you trying to pick a fight with me?
You're the one who started it.
What's so wrong about calling a maggot a maggot? Self-righteous pact bearers like you shouldn't even exist in the first place. You know, if you want me to shatter your ideals first, I can.
Bring it on, you little shit stain. It'll just end with you crying home to mommy.
Hey! Come on, guys! No fighting! Don't just stand there and watch! Do something about this!
What? You really think I'm gonna waste my time trading blows with a toddler? This little shouting match ends here. You wanna shatter my ideals? Fine. Bring it on. I'll be there to put you in your place.
Right back at you. You have the power of resonance, not to mention you can control fiends. It's impressive, I'll admit, but I'm not going to lose to you. My adoptive father, Yugo, taught me martial arts. I'm still not as good as I'd like to be, though. I tend to embarrass myself doing certain moves. I have to apply myself so I can be on Yugo's level someday. That way, I'll have strength to spare, even when the time comes that I have to fight you. Huh? No, I'm not. I need to work harder and get stronger. Enough so that I can live up to both Sora and Yugo's expectations. What am I doing? You're the last person I should be talking to about this.
Shinya sure talks a lot when he's with you. He's a mysterious guy, and he's always by himself, so I never knew much about him. Except that his reflexes are a cut above, and that he studies hard, and that he's kind, and that he's popular for his looks. But I feel like he's closed off. It's not that he's a loner, he's just not very approachable. By the way, Shinya told me that Akane is a pact bearer. But it's hard to believe, don't you think? People always call Akane the Odette and Sumire the Odile. Akane is girly and elegant, while Sumire is an irresistible flirt. But Akane's so kind and cheerful, she wouldn't hurt a fly. She's not the type to carry a grudge. I can definitely imagine Sumire making a pact, though. It wouldn't be out of character for her. I wonder what happened to Akane. Maybe I should look into this a little more.
What's going on?
Get out of the way, Mr. Yugo!
You are Miss Takagi, correct? I am afraid I cannot do that.
I just want to talk to Haruka.
You'll have to discard what's in your hand first.
But I can't! This is the only way I can get his attention! He won't even talk to me anymore. Things have been so crazy. There's no telling what's going to happen. I can't just die without any closure. I want to hear it from you, Haruka. It's the least you could do. You said you loved me. Was it all a lie? You said you weren't good with girls, but that I was different. You gave me a promise ring. You said we'd be together forever. We made plans for Christmas next year. We even talked about what kind of family we wanted. If you weren't lying, then did you stop loving me? Was I just not good enough for you anymore? I can change! Or are you just testing my feelings for you? Like, whether I really love you or not. Did you think I was going to leave you first? I just don't get it. You broke up with me out of nowhere and cut me off completely. Talk to me. Say something. I don't get it. I don't understand why you do this to me. What did I have to do to make you stay?
We just didn't click. That's all. See, love is like two halves of a shell. If the feelings don't line up, it won't close right. You were just too into me. Too wholesome for my tastes. I just couldn't do it anymore.
I'm not all that wholesome, really. And if you want me to back off, I will. So, can we get back together?
Sorry, but no. Shells don't change. If things don't click the first time, they never will. Try to force it, and the pearl inside will get crushed into grit. And no one wants that.
What? But...
That's why I broke up with you. You'd only get hurt if we stayed together, so I spared you the pain.
That won't happen. I'll make sure of it. Can't we go back to being friends, at least?
Ugh, this is exactly why I don't talk to my exes.
Huh?
Get a clue, will you? Do you have any idea how uncomfortable this is? If you love me, why would you go out of your way to creep me out like this?
I can't just give up on you. I love you.
You're obsessed with me, more like. You're just scared of getting dumped. The only one you love here is yourself.
You hypocrite! You selfish prick! All you do is hurt people and play with their feelings! I get it now. I was so stupid, falling for a guy like you.
Thanks for having my back, Mr. Yuko. I'm sorry you had to see that.
It's quite all right. I doubt she intended to hurt you. Perhaps nothing would have changed had I not been here. Even so, I am not the one you should be apologizing to.
Guess that came out of nowhere for you guys, huh? Don't you start now, too. It happens a lot, but yeah, I'm going through the same thing with Akane right now. But hey, I guess anyone would act that way after getting dumped like last week's trash.
Then why do it if you already know?
Why? Because it's what the first person I went out with did to me. Gave me the cold shoulder. Never contacted me again. It made me want to do it to someone else. Still does. But as for why I'm like this, hell if I know, man. Shit happens.
How could you not know? That doesn't make any sense. The way I see it, it sounds like you're just a scumbag. There's something wrong with Akane. That much is for sure. But if you're the reason she's like this, then your baseball club friends must be rolling in their graves.
Are you saying it's my fault they're dead?
Try asking yourself. Even scumbags like you can feel some guilt, right?
You're the vice president of the TSC, correct? I see you're helping Shinya out. He can be a bit distant, but I assure you he's a good lad at heart. I do hope you'll get along. The mist in Block B has dissipated, so I'll be checking over the facility. Shinya, I understand Sora has entrusted you with a task. Don't do anything to endanger yourself, all right?
All right.
The two of us are worried about you, you know.
Thanks. Let's continue our investigation. We can enter Block C from Block B.